Hey guys, it's Thunder here, and welcome to another episode of the Need for Speed Most Wanted Mod Showcase. Now, if you watched the last episode, you're already mentioning what I'm kind of doing with the wheel right now, which is why it keeps appearing smaller and smaller and whatnot. I'm just getting these out en masse just to clear out the list so we can make some room for some new ones and all that sort of stuff, and Anyways, let's pick some three cars here, and we're gonna get first up is going to be the Peugeot 405 Turbo 16, which was requested by the real Emil, who you may remember is currently the current leaderboard top holder at #1 because he had a ridiculously overpowered Fiat 1000 TC Abarth. Second up, that's going to be joining the Peugeot is going to be the Toyota MR2, which was requested by Jake Vesley, which is his first suggestion. And finally, joining the 405 and the MR2 is going to be the BMW M3 E36, requested by Fernando BMW M36 55555. Long name, but that's also his first suggestion, and I guess fits his name. So we got those three. Let's go. And now we're back into the game, and our first car, of course, here is the Peugeot 405, the Turbo 16 variant. It's got a pretty, as you can see, it's pretty much a pretty serious car. The 405 Turbo 16 was meant to be used as a hill climb car, and it's actually got some racing liveries. Now 4 and 5 are repeats of 1 and 2, probably just to prevent any ghosting problems, because this actually, interestingly enough, of all cars, replaces the Lamborghini Murcielago, which is a bit of an interesting choice. We're of course going to go for body 1 because it's, the actual livery. None of these other things really work. This actually does have vinyl support, but of course you won't really be able to see it on this car, so it's kind of not really, well, at least with this scheme on it. Yep, you see, it won't appear because of the body thing that's on it. But apart from that, we're just gonna leave it as so, and we're gonna go over and head it over to the Petersburg track. We're just gonna have 4 laps. You try to get as fast of a lap time as we're possibly gonna be able to get with it. Set all this here, and away we goes, seeing if the hill climb car is just as fast on a regular circuit track, well, in the streets, that is, obviously, of course. Just look how big that wing is. That is a very, very almighty wing. It's like massive. Maximum downforce. Gets off the line great. Like that's a lot of great acceleration boost. Seems to standard out just fine. Ooh, it's got not as much steering as I was expected it's going to, but you think it would, considering the massive amounts of downforce. But it's not mind-blowing. It's not the absolute worst or anything, but it seems like it's just got more of a bit of a common standard. Just got a bit of it. Just got a bit there to it, and that's about it. It's got the speed. It's got a decent amount of speed. It's not overly crazy, but it's also not the worst. After that burst of acceleration, it seems to relax after that. I might as well just get that out of the way because probably a good idea. Also gonna go switch to the bumper view because, this wing is a bit big, so it makes the view a little obstructed. But I think we might see a bit of a mid-table lap time, like best lap time will be mid-table with this one. But of course, I could be wrong. It could do even better than that, but there's no way to know for sure until we've done all the laps. Yeah, but if it had just a little bit more acceleration and it had a little more grip, it'd probably be very well. But apart from that, it doesn't seem to be anything too particularly crazy. Definitely a more realistic approach compared to Emil's 1000 TC Abarth, which was just decimated everything. Probably, of course, obviously unintentionally. He had no idea that was going to happen. But hey, it makes it more interesting. So I guess we'll also get rid of that out of the way because their lap was ruined anyways. I'm going to go switch over to the bumper view here. Let's try to make it a little easier to see. Yeah, that's definitely a lot more helpful. But, so yeah, 10247 with all those mistakes. So this will definitely obviously do sub 1 minute. Just gotta Just gotta get it around the corners and hope for the most out of it. I just wish it could take it. I could just had a little bit more grip, so I could just go around those corners a little bit better. It would help the thing out. That wasn't the best around there, but hey, it was not bad either. So get about 207, and then I have to stop and slow down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Much better around there. Oh yeah, there we go. This is feeling really good now. I think this is going to be more of a defining lap for this car, for the kind of lap times you can expect with the 405 here. So just get on the brakes so we don't slam into the wall. 59.05. Okay. So yep, sub 1 minute definitely possible. It's nice to at least have a car that can go sub 1 minute after the last part, which because we didn't have a single car in the last episode that could even do sub 1 minute. Which was strange. It was a very strange episode to say the least. And there goes the lap. Bummer. It's just if it could turn a little better, I think it'd be a bit better for that kind of thing. So we're just gonna get around the track. But so, oh well. Emil is probably a bit disappointed that his car isn't as silly and ridiculous as his 1000 TC Barclay, but at the same time, he's probably just snickering to himself because he probably knows nothing's going to be beating that car for a while. I'll be surprised if anything does beat it at this rate, to be perfectly honest, but hey. There's still many mods out there, so there could be a surprise waiting for us. So I'm not even going to bother looking at that last lap time because we already know it wasn't any better. Anyways, so there's that one, 59.05. Anyways, next up we have the Toyota MR2 GT, and immediately what I'm actually going to do here is change the paint on the car. We'll just give it a, let's go with give it an orange paint. Can't have vinyl, so we're not going to deal with that. It does, however, have body kits, basically Forza body kits. I do like the first one the most. It's probably the one I'm going to go with. The other ones, they're alright, but I personally will be going with the first one. And spoiler can in fact be changed, but we're not going to change it. Wheels can obviously also be changed, but we're not going to touch that. But we're going to go with this fourth Fusion hood because if the game would actually stop doing that, there we go. It likes to do that. It not only pops open the lights, but it also gives a bit of more of this this back here, which looks kind of nice. It kind of adds to it. So we're going to put that on the car. Okay, so, and yeah, vinyls, obviously you can't, it showed the locked out, so we can't actually put any vinyls on the car. So let's just give it a go, and we're gonna see how the MR2 does. Now this actually replaces the Toyota Supra, so it makes, you know, it kind of makes sense since it's a Toyota replacing a Toyota, but yeah, I guess what other choice did you have? Oh, we got another car that does get a nice boost off the start of speed. Seems to balance out a lot more after that. Kind of near around the 405. In fact, this kind of feels a lot like the 405 as well. I think it's got just a little bit more grip though. It feels like I can take the corners just that little bit faster with it. So, oh jeez, oh boy, that wasn't very good. But yeah, so this thing should be fairly interesting. I think it'll get a similar time with the 405, but hey, we're gonna see exactly how that does. So, but yeah, I feel like this thing will probably get a faster lap time because it just grips the corners better and whatnot. Speed, you know, I think maybe just a little slower, but not by too much. Its strength is that it can just take the corners a lot better. Just the 405 just couldn't take the corners as quick as this thing could, so. And that's where the MR2 has it beat. But we will see just exactly what's the best kind of time that we can make with this car, and we'll just go from there. But I do like the way this drives. Definitely quite a nice driving car. If it was just faster on the top end, that would probably make it even better. But hey, Let's see, can we at least reach 200? Nope, 197. I'll have to give it another shot. Oh, that was, okay, not perfect, but hey, managed to avoid the toll booth there, so I'll take that. And let's switch over to bumper view for the sake of the next 2 laps. Oh, it's a little wide, but okay, 59.42. So, yeah, we're looking pretty much at around the same range as the 405, to be honest. If we can shave off just a little bit extra time there, we could possibly even beat it, but we'll have to see about that, and I probably should have disabled my Skype notifications. Sorry about that. Oh well. We'll just keep at it here and try to get see if sub 59 seconds can be possible, and that definitely won't help. Alright, come on. Try to give it another shot if I can get it under 200 over 200. Nope, again 197. That may be all it does. Well, that was better through there at the time. Probably should have gotten rid of those like I should have keep reminding myself to do, but sometimes it just escapes my mind and I don't do it and yada yada yada. Nah. Anyways. So yeah, it's because of the issues. That isn't better than the lap we did, but I'm going to give it one very solid chance to do better. Okay, that probably doesn't help. I went a little too wide there, but it could have been worse. There we go. That felt pretty solid around there. So I think if I don't hit nothing, it could gotta go. And oh, I really cut very close into that one, but I didn't touch, and that's the important bit. So that was really good around there. But yeah, it looks. Yep, about 197 is all I'm gonna do there. And goodbye lap. And it doesn't really matter here. Well, that's unfortunate. I felt really good about that lap too, and then I blew it. Well, I guess to be fair, maybe it probably wasn't gonna do too much faster. So, but yeah, you can definitely it's a bit of a sad, but yeah, 59.42 seems about right for the car, I think. But anyways, so finally we have here's an E36 BMW M3, which has body kits. It has quite a few body kits. Which are a bit interesting. I think they're like shift body kits. They look like it. And we're gonna go with this one because big wing, kind of like DTM style. And of course, doesn't actually show another wing. Gonna change the wheels on this one, maybe. Nah, we'll just leave it. We're gonna for hoods. I don't believe there's anything. Nope. And roof scoops. I don't believe those work either. Oh, they do actually. Yeah, but you already know my opinion about that, so we're not gonna touch that. Paint. We obviously, of course, can paint it. We're gonna give it. Let's give it a. I actually kind of like this in white, so let's go with that. Vinyls kind of work, but not really. So and several times I've had the game like close on me, so we're not actually gonna put any on that. So we're just gonna avoid that, and we'll just jump right into it and see if the M3 can perform the best of them all. This, interestingly enough, replaces the Mazda RX-7, which I think is a particularly strange choice for this kind of car, but hey, I'm not the one who made the mod, so. Alright, well, speed-wise, it definitely got off the line very well again, but and it seems to be balancing out again, like, at the kind of the same kind of speed, but oh, the handling on this one is by far the best. This has the best handling of the bunch. So. But yeah, that feels pretty solid. Oh, whoops, cut a little bit too much there. But yeah, this will probably be the quickest of the bunch. So because it's got a lot of grip. So there you go. It's doing about 405 speed there. Okay, that was a bit strange. And we're gonna just smash those. Like I should have done it the last time with the MR2. I feel like that 59.42 could have potentially been a little bit better, but I don't think I would have been able to shake too much extra off. So it's pretty much around the same Peugeot 405 territory as is. So, but yeah, this out of all these, this definitely has the best handling of the bunch. So, its performance is like speed-wise, they're kind of all about the same. Is the most interesting part about it. It's just like each card had the better handling. 405 was the low end. MR2 was just a little bit grippier. The M3 definitely grippier. Definitely, you can take the corners a lot quicker with this thing. And so it'll do about the same kind of speed. 206 there. Yeah, it was about, I think it was 207 the most that I got from the 405. So around the same area. Probably could have taken that a little bit better, but not the worst either. And we're going to go quickly switch into this camera view just to get a better view for my sake. Oh, kept it off the wall. And that, wow, 57.47. This it's already nearly 2 seconds faster than the MR2. But can we get even more time shaved off? Especially now that we're in this view, which I find is the easiest view for me. Ooh, nice and cut through there. That was very well done. Through there, that was pretty good. Oh yeah, this so far is feeling really good. Careful there, just kind of go straight through that. There we go, 207. I saw it hit 207, so we're the same 405 speed. And much better through there. That was a lot nicer through that corner. This is probably going to get into a 56-second area, which is going to be pretty nice. Oh, and very beautiful for that corner. Oh, really? Though only 57.23? Really? That felt like a 56-second lap time, but I guess it wasn't. Okay. Whatever you say, game. It felt faster than that, though. It really did, but I guess I was incorrect. Ooh, a little hairy there near the end, but I managed to keep it off the wall, and that's the important thing. Ooh, man. I'm like, you can tell I'm really trying to pull, because it feels like you can do a 56 somewhere in the 56-second lap time, but I didn't particularly do it, and that was just a little bit off, but not terrible. Okay, no, we're good. We are good. All right, almost at the finish, and I'm feeling pretty good about this lap. Oh, that was a little, but hey, how did we do there? Was that the best of the bunch? I was gonna say, I was wondering, my button wasn't working, but I was pressing the wrong one. Are you kidding me? The exact same lap time, 57.23. That's a first. But okay, there you go. Well, so that's not too spread out this time around. I mean, of course, this car was a little bit quicker, but yeah, at least this time, after an episode where no car could get above under 1 minute, we now have 3 cars that all did under 1 minute. So, improvements. And now that means as we come to the leaderboard, of course, the fastest of the bunch today was the BMW M3 E36 in 37th place with a 57.23 second lap time. Not a bad car to drive at all, in fact. Our second in the pack is at 47th place is the Peugeot 405 Turbo 16 with a 59.05 second lap time. And last in the bunch, in 54th place, is the Toyota MR2 with a 59.42. Again, if I probably could get a little bit faster for time with it, but I don't think it'd be too drastic. Anyways, though, that's going to do it for this part, guys. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Follow me on Twitter if you have any if you want to get the best updates possible. Feel free to donate to my Patreon if you wish to. I will never force you to, however. None of my content will ever be paid for. Everything is free. Trust me. And as always, guys, thank you for watching and take care.